Since 1920, Hungary has been landlocked. But right within its borders is the beautiful Balaton. Could this be the remnants of an ancient inland sea? The Balaton is in the west of Hungary and extends for 77 kilometres along the southern foothills of the Balaton Mountains. Although it is small compared to the lakes in Russia and Scandinavia, it is the largest lake in Central Europe at 594 square kilometres. However, the name Balaton comes from the Slavic word balto, meaning mud or swamp. The Balaton has an average depth of only 3.2 metres and at its deepest is just 11 metres deep. Water flows in mostly from the Zala in the southwest and leaves through the sluice gates at Siófok into the Siófok River, which is a canalised waterway connecting to the Danube. The entire contents of the lake are replenished about once every 2 years. The mountains to the north are of volcanic origin. The Balaton Highland volcanic field dates back to between 8 and 2 million years ago, while the Balaton Butte was formed about 3 million years ago. So we're talking about quite extinct volcanoes. But the volcanic soils and the microclimate has made the northern shore ideal for viticulture. The region has been notable for its production of wines since the Roman period 2,000 years ago. Because it is very shallow, the average water temperature during the summer is 25 degrees. Great for bathing. And in the winter, the lake is covered with a sheet of ice about 20 centimetres thick. Not surprisingly, to the south are many popular resort towns. Balaton-Füred and Hévíz have long been resort centres for the Hungarian aristocracy. During the communist era, travel options were limited. We had the Iron Curtain, and the Balaton was a popular annual vacation destination. German families and friends split by the Berlin Wall also vacationed here together. These days there are about 10 million registered guest nights annually. But it also has important biodiversity values, and increasing recognition of the importance of nature protection and the preservation of biodiversity led the Hungarian government to form the Balaton-Felvidéki National Park in 1997. What about the history of the lake itself? The bed of the Balaton is relatively young, formed less than 1 million years ago. Originally there were actually 5 small lakes that extended north-south, but these became one as erosion broke down the dividing walls. So was it ever part of an inland sea? The whole Carpathian Basin, as it's called in Hungarian, Kárpát-medence, or Pannonian Basin, as it's known in the rest of Europe. These terms are interchangeable. The whole of the basin was the bed of a shallow ancient sea called the Pannonian Sea. The Pannonian Sea existed for about 9 million years and deposited almost 4 kilometres of marine sediment in the basin. But the sea was well gone by 1 million years ago. Near its end, it first became landlocked and became the Pannonian Lake, and the last remnant, the Slavonian Lake, dried up in the Pleistocene. This large remnant was in Slovakia, well south of the Balaton. So while where the Balaton is now was once covered by the vast Pannonian Sea, the Balaton itself only appeared in the last 20,000 years, and therefore is not the remnant of this sea. If this topic interests you and you're visiting Miskolc, I can recommend a stop at the Pannonian Sea Museum. They also have there a 7 million year old tree trunk found in the local lignite mines, and these hadn't fossilised. The wood was still soft. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have you been to the Balaton? What did you think of it?